Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be working on mobility exercises specifically geared towards those of you that are preparing for or going to prepare for Murph. And also after you're done with Murph, you can do these as well. So if you're not familiar with Murph, you can look it up. It is a hero WOD that the CrossFit community does every Memorial Day. It's a killer, but it's something that you do to honor those that have passed serving our country. So it's a very, very important workout. It's one of honor that we do, and we're just grateful to be able to honor those people. So it is tough. Running, rowing, those that can't run, it's a mile on each end, sandwiched between 100, 200, 300 of pull-ups, push-ups, air squats. So today I'm specifically going to focus on the shoulders, upper body, your grip gets really taxed doing Murph. So we're gonna work on your traps a little bit. We're gonna work on your forearms and just that overhead shoulder mobility again to get you guys a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more loose for your pull-ups, push-ups, etc. So today you're going to need a barbell and you're gonna need a roller. The barbell will be optional. If it's too much weight, I want you to try it at first with the barbell, and if it's too intense, you can also do something like a light dumbbell, but you're gonna want something that, wait a second. You're gonna want something that is going to be able to really get into those traps, into those forearms. So what I have set up is you're gonna need a wall is really nice too, just that 90-degree angle wedge, or I've just put a towel down. You just want something to hold the edge of that barbell, and what you're going to do is face the barbell. And you're going to, I recommend starting off with the end part. It's a little less intense than the actual handle. So just get comfortable. If you're not comfortable in this seated position, go ahead, get just whatever position you're comfortable sitting in. And you're going to go ahead and place that barbell right there on top of your trap. And I want you to, if you can, kind of lean into it a little bit. This is why it helps if you have a wall to keep that barbell stable. Otherwise, just use your arm, your hand, to stabilize that barbell, and you're just going to let it settle in here for a second, and very, very gently turn your head down, your ear down to the opposite shoulder, really exposing that side of your neck, opening up that trap. And I just want you to very slowly go side to side, up and down that trap, and see how that feels. It should be fine. This really isn't a whole lot of pressure. If you want more, please feel free to move down to the handle. It's a little bit more intense, smaller area. And if you really, really need work, you can also add weights to your barbell. But usually this is enough. So I just want you to start off exposing that side there and really just slowly moving that barbell up and down your traps here. If you find an area that's particularly sticky, go ahead and take a deep breath. You can use the other hand to stabilize the barbell and get some movement going. Try getting that arm overhead. I like to put my arm behind my back. Take a few breaths here. And again, remember, mobilizing the area of deficit, guys. So let's try a few overhead passes here. Get the arm up and down. Just up and down. Just get some nice movement if you want to do some smaller circles. That arm across the body, open it up. Just really play around with what you need. And you can always go back to dropping that ear down to the opposite shoulder. And again, slowly, slowly moving that barbell up and down that trap. I want you to spend a good 3 to 4 minutes here. You're gonna need it. Working out any knots you may have, just any tightness. It's really hard to get into your traps usually, so this is a great way to mobilize those traps, loosen up all that soft tissue, give those muscles in there a little massage, a little relief. Remember to slow your breath down, guys. Big inhales, even longer exhales. You can also pull down like I am right now, just giving it some extra pressure. I found a spot that's a little sticky. Great. One more big inhale here. Big exhale. Great. Now I want you just to go right on over to the other side. If you need to take a break from your knees or you need to position yourself, please feel free. Otherwise, again, try to get a little bit of an angular position to really expose that trap, because if you're sitting straight up, you're more on that collarbone. That's a little bit more uncomfortable, but when you lean forward, you're going to really get into that trap more. So again, once you get it set there, big breath in. As you exhale, drop your head down, your ear to the other shoulder to really expose that side over there, and just start gently, gently moving that barbell up and down that trap. And again, once you find a spot that's not super fun or happy, let the barbell sit there for a second. Try to relax. Drop that ear down, really open up that side. Take a few big inhales and exhales. And again, start adding movement. Mobilize. Get that arm moving. Get that arm overhead, out to the side. You can do your push. Just whatever you need. Arm behind the back. Just add some movement. When you find an area that's sticky, and then you can start moving again. Open that side up and just gently, gently up and down that trap. You can even get into your low neck there a little bit. That feels nice. If you have a lot of tension in your neck, you sleep funny, you know how sometimes you wake up with a kind of, they say, crick in your neck? This is a great way to work that out too. And again, I'm using that hand to kind of pull down to add a little bit more pressure. And I'm slowing my breathing down. So again, guys, movement, mobilize in that area of deficit. If overhead is tough for you, get that arm overhead. Spend a few seconds here, breathe, release, arm out to the side, do some push, extension, release, whatever you need. And if you just find a spot that doesn't feel great, spend as much time as you need breathing into it, relaxing into it, letting the pressure of that barbell really release any tightness that you may have in your traps there, or even your lower neck. So again, 3 to 4 minutes each side, and I want you guys to repeat this again. So do your right side, do your left side, 3 to 4 minutes, and then I want you to do it again, 2 cycles. So go right back over to your right side, okay? And then 3 minutes, right back to your left. So go ahead and pause this and spend 3 to 4 minutes on your right, 3 to 4 minutes on your left, and go through that 2 times. And again, remember, add movement. Get that arm overhead, get that push, and remember to kind of lean a little bit into that barbell so that it's really getting this area right here, because when you're straight up, it's going to sit more on your collarbone, which is a little bit more, which is just uncomfortable and not the intention of this mobility exercise. So lean forward and allow that barbell to get in there. Go ahead and pause this 2 times through, come on back, and we'll go to the next mobility exercise. Okay. So we're going to stay with that barbell. What we're going to do now, we're going to get into your forearms. Your forearms obviously affect your grip strength. When you're hanging onto that pull-up bar for a lot of your pull-ups, which obviously you have a high volume of that for Murph. And just in barbell exercises in general, people, you know, your grip strength is super important, and your forearms really get taxed. A lot of people sometimes after really heavy grip strength exercises or grip workouts, heavy grip workouts, their forearms are just toast. So this is a great way to get into your forearms. And forearms are tricky as well. And I will say this is going to be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but breathe. Use your breath. Remember, you want to slow your breathing down. You want to let your body know it's okay. Calm down your central nervous system. Don't panic. There's no reason to panic. So you're going to lay on your side. I absolutely recommend starting with the end of the barbell here. And you're just going to have your arm out to the side, palm up, okay? And I want you to just try this very gently first. Never ever on the joint, right? So stay away from your elbow joint, stay away from your wrist joint. You just want to get right there in the meaty part of your forearm. So just lay comfortably on your side, palm up, and just try to relax your hand. And you'll see it starts doing that funky thing. This always creeps my kids out when I do this. When you roll up and down and it just starts open, you know, you have all those tendons in there that are just going to open and close naturally. So this is a fabulous way to go ahead and get into your forearms. And again, if you find a spot that's particularly uncomfortable, stop and use your breath here too. Slow and controlled with intention. And it's not a big surface area, at least for me it's not. Some of you have larger forearms. So it's a real small, 6 to 8 inches area area here that you're working. So just nice and slow. Use the head of that barbell up and down, real easy. You find a spot that doesn't feel great, stop and breathe. Use your breath and relax and try to get as much as you can. And I want you to spend 2 to 3 minutes, what you can tolerate. You can come in and out of it. If it's uncomfortable, come out of it for a second, come up. You can always just do some nice stretches on that palm, exposing that forearm here, back and forth. You can also pull your hand back. It's a great way to get into your forearm. And we're gonna get the top part too. So once you've done the palm up, we're gonna go ahead and go palm down now. So we're gonna get the outside here of your forearm. So again, lay back on your side. Always avoid any joints and just gently start rolling here. Now this is a little uncomfortable. Just take your time, slow it down. If you find a spot that doesn't feel great, spend a few seconds there. Breathe, use your breath with intention. And again, just 2 to 3 minutes. And if you need to come in and out of it, come out of it. Take a second, sit up, do some stretches on your forearm there. Just get the blood flowing and get right back into it. So I want you guys, again, to do 2 to 3 minutes, palm up, 2 to 3 minutes, palm down, and then go ahead and switch sides. So I want you to go ahead and pause this video. Right arm, palm up, palm down, left arm, palm up, palm down, 2 to 3 minutes. Come in and out of it as you need. And in between, you can go ahead and do these nice forearm stretches. Like I said, pull those palms back, push that hand down, or you can put your hands on the ground and stretch. So go ahead and pause this, both sides, and then come on back. Okay, so your second to last movement, but we're gonna do barbell still. You're gonna place that barbell just up top here somewhere. You're gonna need space to lay down. So what I want you to do is just get that barbell, find a comfortable space, lay down, start with your knees up, okay? I want you just to feel the earth, get your lower back nice and grounded. Take a few breaths here. Feel your shoulder blades into the floor, just palms up to the ceiling. Just relax, slow your breathing down, really let your back sink into the ground below you. After a few breaths here, I want you to reach overhead to that barbell, and I want you to try at your mobility level. You need to scoot down, that's fine. Go ahead and get your hands underneath the barbell. Keep the back of your palms just with your fingers so you can keep the barbell on the ground. And reach as far as you can overhead. Keep those palms on the ground. Keep those shoulder blades on the ground and try to keep that lower back on the ground. I did release it for a second, and then once I find my position, push that lower back down to the ground. Shoulder blades down and just reach overhead. If you can narrow your grip and get your biceps as close to your ears as you can while maintaining good form. Shoulders on the ground, lower back on the ground, arms nice and straight. straight elbows, and try to inch your hands as close as you can together, just using that barbell as a way to maintain that overhead position. And again, this you can come in and out of as you want. If you want to do a little bit wider, if your shoulders are just not having it, fine, stay there, but keep your arms nice and straight. Keep those shoulder blades engaged on the floor, and keep that lower back actively pushing into the ground. Once you find your position, I want you to start playing with your feet, your legs. Try tucking your knees to your chest. Take a few breaths here. Good, you can even come in and out of it. You can extend your legs up. You can get some foot circles in, but always maintain that lower back onto the ground, your shoulder blades into the ground, and breathe. Use your breath. This is a great kind of double way to get into your hamstrings. If you don't have this mobility, keep your legs bent. Try one at a time maybe. You can also get into your lower back. You can take your knees, tabletop position, big breath in, and as you exhale, drop your legs while keeping your arms overhead, shoulder blades into the ground, and getting into that lower back. What this does is that barbells allows you to use it as kind of a lever, some weight to keep that upper body nice and straight, your chest open, your shoulder blades down, and go back and forth. Tabletop, and drop your legs over to another side. Again, keeping both of your shoulder blades on the floor, really getting to that spinal twist. Again, these are just options I'm giving you, but the most important thing about this is to stay in that overhead position and really feel what proper overhead position feels like, okay? Lower back engaged, tight stomach, shoulder blades in full extension overhead. And I want you to spend at least 3 to 4 minutes here. Again, playing with your overhead position, but keeping extension. Not letting that lower back release, keeping that lower back nice and engaged to the ground, to the earth. And breathe. Okay, I want you to spend 3 to 4 minutes here as well. Once you come out of that, 3 to 4 minutes, I just want you to come out of it as you started. Just palms up, take a few breaths. See how your body feels, just kind of check your body. Breathe into any areas that feel a little icky. If you want to extend your legs, that's fine. Keep them up, whatever's more comfortable for you. This is more about just breathing, letting the blood flow through. Taking a few nice, relaxing, deep breaths. And then once you've done that, come on up. Last exercise, guys, your roller. So we just did a bunch of overhead. You worked your traps, you worked your forearms, so you should be feeling pretty good up here. So this is a nice way to incorporate that overhead mobility with just your roller, okay? So you're going to start back, again, on your knees, if you can, and we're gonna just start with your hands like karate chop, palms facing each other on the roller. So it is a narrower stance here. You're not gonna be able to go out wide because the roller is not wide unless you have a wider roller, but usually I want you to try to get the shoulders width. You're going to just position those hands on the roller. You're going to kind of drop down in a child's pose position. If you need to open your legs a little bit to make room for your chest to drop down, just try to keep your feet together, that's fine. But I want you to take a big breath in, inhale, and as you exhale, slide down, down, down. Just use that roller to support your hands, your arms, and drop your head down while keeping this nice extension, flat back. Try to keep your booty down towards your feet and drop your head down as far as you can and just breathe. Now I want you to really feel your breath, really fill your lungs with air here. Feel like you're filling your entire back with air. And as you exhale, try to go a little bit deeper, keeping those arms nice and straight and extended overhead. Good. Now I want you to just kind of do a little flow here, in and out of it. So come up, inhale. As you exhale, back down. Use that roller. Just roll it on out. Use that roller to support your forearms, your wrists, and keep those arms nice and straight and extended. Nice flat back. If you see me from the side here, should be a nice kind of straight line. And then as I feel that extension, as I'm reaching out towards the other direction, I want you to drop your head down while keeping your arms straight. Few breaths here, and again, just in and out of this. Do this 5 to 10 times, whatever you need. Come up, breathe, inhale, exhale, walk it out. Get those palms facing each other, extension, nice flat back. Reach, push, 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 and drop your head down. Good. And again, back and forth. There's a nice flow here. And again, like I said, if you need to sway your legs up a little bit more to make room for the chest, whatever's comfortable for you. Back and forth 5 to 10 times, guys. Just finish it off. After you're done doing all these things today, working out your traps, getting that overhead extension, your forearms, you should feel really nice, really loose, from all that really heavy work that Murph is going to put you through, or really any sort of workout that you're doing overhead. You're using your grip strength a lot. You're having to hold on to a barbell. You're having to hold on to dumbbells. You know, you're doing push press. You're doing anything sort of extension. Or if you just need that shoulder mobility for people that are recovering from shoulder injuries, take it easy. Obviously, go at your own ability, your own risk here. But great exercises. I hope this helps you guys a lot. And good luck. And I'll see you guys next time.